Good afternoon, students.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Доброго вчора.
Сьогоднішня.
Speaking 3 languages, Ukrainian, English and French. That's how the day starts at Kyiv School number 20. Children are having lessons at the specialized school. In the 5th grade, children are rather fluent in French and are ready to check their knowledge at the linguistic exam. It is DELF, the exam for the certificate of the Ministry of Education of France. It is held with the assistance of the French embassy. But participating in it is absolutely voluntary. However, in the last few years, more than 200 students have successfully coped with the task and got DELF certificates of different levels. Dozens of graduates have used the opportunity to study at French universities and receive education in France, Belgium, Switzerland and Luxembourg. But there are days when the tight rhythm of lessons gives way to holiday. And then, the French and English languages allow students to socialize with guests and feel like real members of the European community. Like on this day, the 50th anniversary of the French-German Élysée Treaty, when the school honored the ambassadors of the 2 countries at a school holiday. School number 20 has become near and dear to 900 students from Kyiv's Obolon district and other residential areas of the capital. Upon graduation, 6 out of 10 of its graduates continue in-depth studies of the foreign languages at higher levels of education. They choose not only linguistic universities, but also various departments of the Kyiv Mohila Academy, Kyiv National Taras Shevchenko University, National Technical University of Ukraine, and other top-grade educational establishments of Ukraine's capital. The French language is widely spoken in the world. It opens new horizons and opportunities for a child. However, in 1998, when the school was choosing bilingualism, the students' parents were rather wary of the innovation. But the decade of success story proved that bilingualism is difficult but promising.
Перших класів ми намагаємося читати якісь тексти, вивчати.
From the 1st grade, we try to teach new vocabulary, read books. Everything is done through games, through challenging tasks. I want my children to love this language as much as I do. As early as elementary school, the class is divided into 3 groups for studying French and 2 groups for English. In the 3rd grade, the first bilingual subject, mathematics, is added to the general education program.
Qui veut dire?
Dans le nombre romain, il y a 5 règles.
Dis-nous la première règle.
On n'utilise pas les zéros.
Я преподаю математику на французском языке.
I teach maths in French. It's not an easy work, but very important. Because in the future, children have the opportunity to enter universities in either country, Ukraine or France.
On écrit jamais plus de 3 signes égales.
Starting from the 5th grade, children who have a tendency to exact sciences study mathematics and informatics in French, while those with humanitarian inclinations learn history and geography. In senior grades, major subjects such as business French and country studies are introduced.
Ми не навчаємося нашими українськими підручниками.
We don't use Ukrainian textbooks. We follow textbooks of the European Union because they are more challenging and more informative. They are communication-oriented and more authentic language-wise. Studying a second foreign language, our children often win linguistic competitions both at the city and regional levels. Students successfully defend their works in the small Academy of Sciences in Ukrainian and French. Every 10th student won at least in one stage of the National Olympiad in school disciplines. The ambition to be the first is encouraged by good marks and a real chance to spend 3 months studying in France. The school has good connections with the college in Ratel. The French embassy provides the teachers of bilingual subjects and the best students with the opportunity to have training courses in France. Every year, the Embassy of France in Ukraine holds various competitions among students of the bilingual schools. This year, school children were offered the topic, "What article would you add to the Declaration of Human Rights?" The contest winner was Yulia Zagorodnya, a student of school number 20.
I proposed to add an article which describes that everyone has the right to a decent standard of living, but it also has responsibilities. These duties are to protect our nature and improve our ecology and environment.
Students join European projects in their home city of Kyiv as well.
На початку грудня 2012 року ми прийняли участь у першій французькій сесії
At the Francophone session of the Youth European Parliament. They discussed different items of international economy, education and ecology. School number 20 aims to join the European education system of UNESCO. Our school has joined the international project of associated schools in UNESCO. Its purpose is education and upbringing of young people of the world in the spirit of democracy and tolerance. The strategy we've chosen is think globally, act locally. That's why the topic of our project is My Homeland, Beautiful Obolon. Within the project, Kyiv is a hospitable city. We prepare tours of the capital in 3 languages. We write chronicles about Obolon's places of interest, which have rich historical background. We are sure that our projects will help to update and maintain the cultural and labor traditions of our district. European traditions of democracy lie at the core of all the activities of School number 20. Students with strong leadership qualities have ample opportunity to develop their potential. They have organized an influential Pupils' Center of Self-Government, which unites those willing to put their leadership skills to good use. Some of them are quite supportive of the teachers, others are oppositionally minded, but they are all united in the desire to work for the good of their school. The Self-Government Center manages students' discipline and organizes their leisure time. It runs photo sessions, artistic contests and athletic events, while the Students' Press Center provides ongoing updates on current developments. I consider the self-government to be a separate country, which gathers students with leadership qualities. I'm sure that in the future, all of its members will be holding high positions in our state. But meanwhile, day in and day out, the future leaders get behind their school desks to master 22 obligatory school subjects to get their complete secondary education certificates. They go to modern computer rooms, develop their audio skills, watch educational videos and go through internet quests. In summer, students have a rest at the school's language and sports camp. But the main thing is that they are taught by highly qualified and experienced teachers. Among the 73 school teachers, 3 have the title of an honored teacher of Ukraine. 40 have the title of teaching Methodist and senior teacher. 13 teachers have been winners of the different contests like the Teacher of the Year. But what makes them especially proud is not their own titles, but the knowledge and achievements of their pupils.
Часто задають таке питання: які вчителі у вас найкращі в школі?
I'm often asked, which of your teachers are the best? I cannot answer that question. All of our teachers are good and highly qualified, and their attitude towards students and their parents is one of respect and tolerance. They all do their very best, not just to make learning exciting, but also to motivate their students and make them keep improving.
Не то, що здивувати, а дати дитині бажання працювати ще краще. Гарна кафедра української.
The school's Ukrainian faculty are also very good. They are mainly young teachers. The mathematics department is quite strong as well. Some of its teachers have worked since 1979. The same can be said about the French and English departments. For the last few years, the school has had a good tradition of holding meetings at which students' parents, together with their children, can personally talk to any teacher and address issues they need to discuss. And at the beginning of the school year, the parents are kindly invited to see the renovated premises and new facilities which will be used by their children as they continue their studies. And now, we invite you to a video tour of our school. Let's start from the section for junior students. These light and cozy classrooms are where they study. And here, they play after the lessons.
Ябка летить? Летить! Горобчик летить? Летить! А лисичка?
In these classrooms, students have their French lessons. Here, they have their IT classes. And here, they study history. Let's proceed to the school's history museum. Here, you'll find out that the school is more than 90 years old. It was moved to Obolon from Podil district. Welcome to our folk museum, which is called Svitlytsia. It's a special place where, according to Ukrainian customs, we host guests and uphold time-honored Ukrainian traditions. Let's have a look at the gym. Our students are very fond of sports, and as regards athletic achievements, school number 20 has for many years been one of the best in the city. And that is our assembly hall, on the stage of which our future actors and actresses develop their artistic skills and talents.
Нет, это не переляк. Чё эти слова? Тише, елдахми. Молодец, ты факури.
This stage honors the most talented students, finishing every school year with special celebrations dedicated to those who are the best in studies, contests, sports and arts.
Здесь проводится очень много различных конкурсов. Это и конкурсы
Numerous contests are held here: singing, dancing, literature, general knowledge. Children can fulfill their potential to the full. Our school has close ties with orphanages, supporting and assisting them. The best way to teach is by example. To give personal lesson of generosity to our students, to open up their hearts and encourage them to help those in need.
Я відчуваю відповідальність.
I feel it my duty to teach them and share knowledge. And when I see thankful eyes of my students, it is so rewarding. It's really worth working for. The Ukrainian, English and French alphabets are a lucky start to successful future. Friendly teachers who can spot your talents, creative friends, democratic atmosphere and exciting leisure pursuits. All this is about Kyiv School number 20. Its graduates got really lucky. Their school years were an unforgettable experience. But the school story is going on. When I enter the school, I often meet my former classmates who bring their own children here. When my first child reached the school age, we had no doubts as to which school to choose. Now my younger daughter is growing up. She is only 3. But we know for sure which school we are going to choose. Only school number 20.
Я дуже люблю школу, коли діти сидять на уроці, тиша.
I love our school when the children are in class and the corridors are all quiet. The doors are open and you can hear the voices of children and teachers as the lesson is going on. In some classrooms, music is being played. In others, you can hear English or French being spoken, or a computer working. For me, these are the best moments when you walk around the school and you realize that your life is not in vain. Because you do pass something on to your school children, to their parents, to the state, and therefore to your society.
Скільки новацій відбулось, вже в Європу перші кроки. Школа, ти вічно молода.